That
So
moment
stop.
when Mariah punches the porch,
the ground, bitch.
the whatever that fucking the ground, and you see
the M vein, the M vein in her fucking.
I'm sorry, but all I could think was she looked like an erected. Bro, she looked crazy.
Yo, why would you say that? Yo, and you know what's crazy? You saying that, it's like you can't unsee it now. Like I can't unsee it now because you're white, red. Ooh, you look like the tip, honey.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, ta, ta.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. It's been so long.
It's been so long.
I'm like so happy to be back. To be back in the studio. It feels so new.
It does.
Feels refreshing.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness.
How do you feel? How does it feel to be back?
I feel like it's been so long because one, obviously we went to Puerto Rico and that was a time.
For a whole time.
And then we came back and then you got sick.
I got sick out in Puerto Rico.
The last few days, yes.
And then it just lasted till what, 2 days before Christmas?
Yeah, literally. So like you were in the hospital for 3 days. I was with you. We was riding it out or whatever.
We were.
So we definitely took a little bit of a setback more than what we wanted. But now you're back and you're better.
We both here. Ready.
Period.
By the time this comes out, it's a new year. So happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year. You're so right.
2024 is about to be up for the Petty Headquarters.
Yep.
So I hope you guys are here. Subscribe, show some love.
Yep.
Be here for the ride because it's going up this year.
Yep. Period. Okay, so welcome back to the Petty Headquarters, y'all. I am your host, Tiana Locke, and this is
Jessie Strange. Hello.
Yeah, so if you are new to this podcast, just know that we cover everything from celebrity drama to, Zeus Network and just typical pop culture shit, So, yeah, let's just get ready for your weekly dose of ass.
I mean, we have to take it back.
We got to take it back.
Because, we had to do the first episode back as a Baddies East recap.
Of course, because damn near 5 episodes went by.
Damn.
And we ain't, like 4 or 5 episodes went by. I had to make a list. I had to make notes from each fucking episode so I don't forget.
Good.
Because shit really is crazy. And then we also have our own personal experiences to talk about with specific cast members of the show. So, with that being said,
thank God you took a list.
Yeah, for real.
Thank God. Yo, you hyped.
All right, I'm hella hyped because, bitch,
I'm feeling it.
Bitch, I got shit to say, and I've been holding this shit in for so fucking long. Like, you do not understand.
Especially with that one cast member.
Right. Okay, so first and foremost, before I go and dive into the stuff that we have to talk about, I just want to give a disclaimer. Obviously, the show of Baddies East has already been filmed, right? So the girls are over it and whatever. And then there's new beef that occurs. We know that. However, we are seeing the episodes as they come out. So, of course, we are going to have our own analysis and our own opinions about it, whether anyone likes it or not. Secondly, when you come to the Petty Headquarters, just know that it's no shade. Like, we are just simply talking about what we see. And we are really bringing the facts too. Like, we're really trying to analyze and pinpoint and be like, okay, does this make sense? And look at all the contradictions and all that stuff. And one of our supporters actually said to me that, like, through DMs, was like, we're actually the nicest out of all the people that do Baddies East recaps and Zeus Network shit. We're the nicest because everybody else be fucking fucking dogging these bitches.
And they dog them, and they really clown on them for their character. And I feel like we don't do that. We use their character to come up with a bigger analysis, but we don't come from, oh yeah, you ugly, or like dumb shit, you know. Everything is like really like
And some of y'all will probably say, oh, but you call Rolly ugly. I'm talking about her personality, bitch. don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. Anywho, long story short, we are just gonna dive into this whole thing. Now, if you don't watch Baddies East, this is not the episode for you. I mean, we are definitely gonna try to like explain it as we go, which some people have told us, like, you know, they make it easier, and they actually end up starting to watch Baddies East.
Right. We've had a few people hit us up like, oh, where do I find Baddies? You guys make me want to watch Baddies.
Right. Because we actually explain it. We go into it deep and all that stuff. And like sometimes we will have receipts, but usually we don't got that much receipts, because if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. So, okay. First, we're going to start off with Anna Mac. So, no, that's the top. That's at the top. That's at the top. That's at the top before we go deeper into all the episodes, because this is something that we wanted to talk about. And yes, weeks have passed. Time has passed. But this is still, you know.
We got to tell you the tea.
This is still something. And this is something that happened with Jessie.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got the receipts. Of course. Of course. Geez. Okay. So first and foremost, Anna, I guess a video. Let me take a breath.
Well, we have some history with Anna. Let's take it back to before the show even started, right? So there's some history with Anna and just our perception of who. Let me speak for myself. My perception of who I thought she was, and then getting to know her on the show, and then seeing how she is on social media. And when I first saw her in Baltimore, we saw her performance. We said it was boring. It happened like they said it on the show. We predicted that was right. And then, you know, like once the show, like at first I didn't think I was going to like her. And then when the show happened, she was mad funny, especially her intro with Scotty, like her fighting and talking all that shit. I thought it was funny. But then as the show progressed, starting to see a lot of funny things about the girl, like, you know, her and Biggie, she just had this thing towards Biggie that I thought it was weird. And then we got involved in the drama between DJ Sky and Anna Mac because our video went viral.
And DJ Sky decided to repost one of our videos about saying how we were bored in Baltimore.
Right. So that's just a little, we have some history with Anna Mac, and you know.
Now let me speak from my end. Of course, you know, I was the loudest one in that video talking about, bitch, we were bored. Bitches was coming for my neck. Bitches was sending me threats in the DMs. Bitches was calling me monkey looking ugly ass bitch. Like bitches was really, and it was like, there was like from girls and guys talking about, oh, Anna, that's my bitch. There was this one girl on TikTok that was really, really going back and forth with both of us in the comments on TikTok on some weird shit. And then talking about, oh, Natalie knows me, and Natalie, some weird shit. She was weird. And at the end, it almost seemed like she was trying to prove herself. I don't know what she was trying to prove, but long story short, that is the story behind it. I'm not going to sit here and say history. I don't know the girl at the end of the day. But when we say, like, sometimes she just be moving funny, and this is us telling our truth, because not a lot of people are saying this, and I just think it's weird. So, okay, granted, her and DJ Sky aren't cool, right? Which is why DJ Sky probably used one of our videos in the first place, because they were having beef at the time. And this is in an earlier episode if you want to go and watch that episode. So there was a video that came out. What's that Twitch streamer's name?
Oh, okay. So this is where my annoyance with Anna Mac really like stepped up a notch, because a video came out with her and Neon, the streamer.
That's his name?
Neon, yeah, his name is Neon. He's a streamer, a Twitch or Kick, I don't know, one of those live streaming platforms, and he's just notorious for being really obnoxious and a degenerate. Like, he's really disrespectful. He's racist, colorist. He's like, it's like the return of the nerds, you know, like when the nerds want to fucking get revenge and shit. Like he's like the most degenerate. I do not like him. I do not stand for anything he stands for. He's just a disgrace to society.
His content seems like it's just all about trolling people and like, you know, clout chasing.
Right.
And your clout chasing is through trolling people, which is what he had done to DJ Sky.
Well, yeah, that's what happened. So Adam 22 had a birthday party, which clearly Neon and DJ Sky had encountered each other at this party. And if you watch the video, it's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes on Twitter.
What you say to me, bitch? You know nothing like that. Don't even fake like that. Don't even fake like that. I actually smell like parfum from Morocco, and I know my breath smells good because look at my teeth. Don't touch my camera. Look at my tongue. This shit is good over here. Don't even play with me like that. And I'm not playing with you. No. Don't do all that. That's fake. Like, don't do the camera shit because I really do the reality TV shit. So if you're going to come to me, be a real ass nigga. Don't play with me. I am a real ass. And I'm telling you. Who's that? Don't drop my mic like that. Don't drop my mic. What? Don't drop my mic. I don't give a fuck. Be respectful. You heard what I said. Don't do the fake shit though. Like, I'm big one thing. Like, if you gonna come to me, you know I'm a bad bitch. Don't play with me like nothing about that at all. Oh God, don't play like that. Yeah, because that's lame. I see you with my girlfriend Sean doing that weird ass shit on the phone. Don't play with me or nobody like that. Or I fuck with period. Don't be weird. That's all I'm saying. Keep it peace. I keep it peace. I keep it peace.
But if you watch the full context, not the context that only the PT pages reposted, the full video, he is completely and so annoying. And the way DJ Sky handles him is so professional. It's like almost admirable because any normal human being would have fucking cursed him out, like really gone like
Probably would have threw hands already.
Right,
he was
thrown
being very
hands.
rude.
Yeah. And she didn't. She carried herself so professional, so nice. She let him get away with a lot before she stood her ground. And it was funny because like it took his friend to say basically that her breath stank for her to really like step up and be like, fuck that. And she put him in his place, which I'm glad she did because not a lot of people do, especially as a woman. It was really nice to see DJ Sky stand up for herself. So that's where you start to see Neon, intermingle with this baddies world.
Like, this is not even your industry. Like, why are you here?
And
Stay
then,
the fuck out.
Like, I don't know, a couple of days later, there's a fucking video going around the internet where fucking Anna's in the car.
Before that, there was a video where DJ Sky saw him again. And it was like how, remember, like, where she saw him again and it was like she kind of like pushed him and let him have it.
That was that video.
That was the second time when she saw him. It was the same time?
That's at the party.
Oh, that's that full length.
That's the full length. Yeah.
Okay.
He had harassed her for a while, and then she pushed him and did all that.
Okay.
That's when she had enough.
Yeah. Okay. I thought those were like two different occasions.
No, this is all. That's what I'm saying. He was really annoying, and she was real patient with him for a long time before she was like, "Fuck that," Mm-hmm. But yeah. So then a couple days later, there's a fucking video circulating on the internet with Neon and Anna Mac in the back of a car, and basically clout chasing off of their beef. And
we have the video here.
All right,
yeah,
good.
Play it right now.
DJ Sky?
Yeah, beat the fuck up.
Say you swear to God!
I beat her ass.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God! Oh my fucking God! What the? That's the girl that went at the party and choked me out and pushed me across the ledge.
Wait, what the?
Ah!
This is a full circle moment.
Fuck bitch! Fuck you! Fuck my bitch! Fuck my bitch! You fucking whore! You fat ugly fuck!
She's a fucking whore.
Chew! Oh my God! No, this is crazy. That bitch has been on my mind every second. I want to fucking punch her. Oh my.
Okay, so yeah, that is the video that surfaced and came out and all that stuff. So. Anna had commented under that video, and we have the receipts because you already know.
Well,
because we got the receipts.
Because everybody in the comments was like, "What the fuck? Like, you're with Neon. Like, you look really bad." First of all, for Anna Mac, that looks so bad. No, it looks so bad. It really does. Like, I looked at this shit too, and I was like, everybody in the comments were coming for her because it's like out of all, that's like sitting in a room with Andrew Tate, bro. It was really like, wow, that's kind of disgraceful. So yeah, go ahead.
So then she commented and she says, LMAO, y'all, my friend Pootie, and she adds Pootie, set me up. I didn't even know I was meeting this guy. I don't even know who he is. Y'all relax, laughing emoji. So at this point, it's kind of like you didn't know who he, like, why are you trying to act like you are, I don't know, playing victim almost? You knew what you were going to do. You did what you did. Just own it. Just stand on it.
Like like I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, right? That she didn't know specifically that she was gonna meet with the streamer and her friend set her up. I'll take that word for it, right? Like I'm a believe you. However, that's not your friend. If your friend got you set up, all right, got you set up in a car with someone like that, that's not your friend. Your friend don't care about your business, don't care about your reputation, don't care about none of that. Because if they set you up like that, it was a bad look. It was a really bad look, and the internet made you feel it. Made you feel it.
Right. So, you know, her comment was just really annoying. So, of course, Jessie, feeling how she feels, tagged her in the comments and responded to her and was like, it's Animax, sis. You never take accountability for nothing. Like, if your friend, quote unquote, set you up, why'd you feed into this whole video? ? This is the same shit you did to Krishan. You say shit online and then backtrack and act scary. And I agree wholeheartedly, because it's like we constantly see her saying and acting a certain way, but then when it's like you're in the situation, it's like, it's weird.
She did it with Biggie. So
She
she
did.
was doing it with Biggie where she kept coming at her and just trying to start a fight. But then online, present day, she's like, guys, don't worry about it. We made up. Da, da, da. It's weird. It's the same thing she did when Krishan confronted her. She was like, oh, you know, you was this, you was that. She was like, oh, I was joking online. It wasn't even that serious. Again, never standing on business. Never standing on what she says online.
Right.
And at this point, it's kind of annoying.
Right.
It's especially when you sitting in a car with Neon hugging up and fucking after. If you look at the video, I highly suggest watching the 30 minutes of harassment the kid did before DJ Sky went off on him. Y'all only seen the 2-minute clip.
Yep.
I'm telling you. She handled herself so well. So to see Anna Mag, I don't care how much y'all got beef. When you sitting next to a clown like him, that's very ugly for you as a person. I don't care how much beef. I still have fucking pride in my reputation. I'm not sitting next to no fool doing that weird shit that Neon does. Like that's just period. So I made sure that she saw that comment by screenshotting my comment and then tagging her on my story. And then she blocked me.
Yep. So she blocked Jessie and then she hit her up and she was like,
I forgot about this part.
She hit her up and was like, after, you know, Jessie tagged Animac in her story, she hit her up and was like, because I can't goofy, I got paid. I don't care for Sky, so why would I care to spare her? So suck my dick. This is not the same.
And it's funny because at first I had read her comment, but the timestamp in which she sent that was, she sent the first DM first, which was...
because I can goofy.
Yeah. And then she let it sit there for a bit. And then the other two comments were at the end where she waited like 8 minutes. So she was thinking about me. She was thinking about what I said because then she DM'd me again before I could respond. I think I was like working or some shit. And she said, what's the other two?
I don't know. Yeah, so the second one is so suck my dick, this is not the same.
Yeah, so then she wrote after like 10 minutes later, so suck my dick, this is not the same. And I thought it was interesting. I'm like, damn, I really got under your skin, huh? But this is something that I see often with Anna Mac. And it really pissed me off. It really did. Because why are you sitting in a room with Neon? Like in a car with Neon? Like so ugly. And even if you did get paid, girl, how much are you getting paid for a 1-minute video online? Like, really? You act like you're getting paid thousands and thousands, like it's a $10,000 deal or something. Like, you know, if you got paid, because look, I'm taking all her word. I'm not even calling her a liar. If what she's saying is true, how much are you getting paid? $500 to sit in a car? Is it worth that? Do you need that $500 so much to really tamper with your reputation? And then if you got paid for it and it was a setup, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is I don't know. You don't have no pride in yourself and your reputation. Like, that's really where I stand on that. Like I'm not sitting.
Like, you don't care about your image and how you're presented. Like, I don't know.
Or your friend don't, or whoever you want to blame. Either way, there's always seems to be an excuse for her when it comes to the things she does online and then being in real life. Right. And it's giving flip-floppy. It's giving you don't know what you stand for. It's giving I don't know what it's giving. What's it giving?
I don't know. First of all, for her to sit there and talk about, oh, I beat her bad, girl, you ain't do that much damage. Stop fucking talking shit as if you did some crazy damage, like you a Krishan Rock. You are not a Krishan Rock. You did no damage, bitch. You broke your finger trying to fight.
She sat on your finger.
Like, you broke your finger trying to fight. And, like, let's just call it for what it is. Yeah, you may have got some punches in because DJ Sky can't fight. That's a fact. But you're not going to say, oh, I beat her the fuck up. She got beat bad. Girl, relax. Pipe the fuck down. It was never that fucking serious. And then this is the same shit she did when she was like, oh, I hit Biggie with the blanket at the hospital.
I was just
like, girl, you want some brownie points for fucking... Like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And
it's like a pick-me girl.
Yeah, it's weird. And I get, you know, a lot of her fans, they support her because, you know, itty bitty titty community. I get that. I'm for it. I'm for the petite gang, right? She's a small girl popping her shit. I respect that. However, we're not going to sit by and just watch her flip-flop and like contradict herself constantly just to, you know, like,
it's annoying.
It is.
It's really annoying.
Exactly. And it's like, you could be cool. You could be cool. You could be the coolest person.
She's funny.
It doesn't matter.
But she's still flip-floppy.
Right. And then my thing is, we're not the type of people to pride ourselves on like, oh, yeah, she blocked me or we got blocked.
Oh, yeah,
no, because she blocked you and the petty headquarters on Instagram at that, which is really honestly crazy. She also did the same to, I don't want to say his name, but you know,
our T page, a T
right.
page.
So a friend of ours that also runs a T page, she did that to them too. And it was so stupid because they were like how, oh, they was only posting love. They wasn't posting no crazy shit like other blog pages. And then she blocked them. So it's just like, okay, Jessie didn't even say anything to you that crazy for you to block her like that.
Mind you, the comments were like coming for her look, coming for how annoying she is.
Right.
Like, and all I said was
nothing substantial at all.
I didn't even clown on your looks. I just made a valid criticism. Like, it was valid criticism. It wasn't even disrespectful.
And it was a valid assessment.
I didn't curse. I didn't do anything. And she want to come over here talking about so suck my dick.
Yeah.
Came at me mad hostile.
Hella disrespectful. Hella disrespectful.
And then blocked me.
Right. And it's like, first of all, if you're going to block over that, baby, when we simply, first of all... When we said we was born in Baltimore, bitch, do you know how many fucking threats I fucking got in my DMs on TikTok? It was insane. And I already know people probably gonna come for me again too because they fucking with you. But it's like, you know how much shit I got and I ate that shit. I ain't blocked nobody. Like, bitch, you a soft ass bitch not made for the fucking internet life. If you blocking Jessie over something so small, she didn't come for your look. She didn't curse at you. She didn't dog you. Like, bitches really be dogging you on the internet.
Yeah.
And like, there's other people that have more status than you that be dogging you. And you don't be blocking them. So I'm so confused.
Yeah, she definitely got butthurt by my comment. Because I feel like there's truth to it. Come on now. There's truth. That's the only reason why. It has to be.
Oh, so God. So that is the tea with Animac that we said that we wanted to discuss because I was like, I don't want to forget that shit.
And I'm not the type, like you said, not the type to take pride in getting blocked. Because at the end of the day, we have a couple of videos. Like, you're blocking me from doing my job, right? This is my job is to properly report, you know, and to analyze for you guys. You guys like fucking with us. You like our takes and stuff like that. Now that you've blocked me, you've made my job harder. Right. Because I can't see her from any of my posts. Granted, she's not even that important to be really crying over. And that's just me trying. This is me being nice because I could have, again, dogged you.
Right.
But, like, at the end of the day, you're very, very, very soft. I don't know. Like, it's just annoying because now you've made my job difficult. Like, it's just like, that's the worker.
But my thing is, if you call DJ Sky a whore with Neon, say that. Say that. Don't sit there. Right. Don't sit there and be like, I didn't even know what was going on. My friend set it up. Don't do that shit. You always do that shit. You sit there, you call Krishan slow online, then you want to sit there and be like, oh, I didn't even know. Da, 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 da. Then you did the same shit with Biggie. It's weird. It's so weird. All right. So we're going to take this back. So the last episode that we left on that we did not do a recap, and this may be a two-parter, but we'll see. The last episode where we left off on was Smiley getting confronted by Sapphire and Suki the next day and basically kind of like in short, getting convinced or manipulated by Natalie to fight because she didn't want to fight at first.
Right.
So this is the episode that we're on with the whole change situation. And yes,
Girl, this change situation is annoying.
annoying.
Uh-huh.
Annoying. So Sapphire, I know you had mentioned too, like Sapphire didn't even know what was going on, but she wanted to
Yeah.
fight.
She was like Suki's lapdog because, look, Rolly was the
I
one.
wouldn't say she was like Suki's lapdog.
Well, Suki didn't call the shots on this, but
Right.
she's on that side. She's on House A. So
Right.
she's like their lapdog almost.
Right.
Like, because, look, Rolly was the one who saw the post on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly was the one that brought it up.
Right.
And then Sapphire, when she was arguing with Smiley
And
over a post
the
that she
post
didn't
basically,
see.
just for clarification, the post was about how Smiley said that, oh, I just got jumped.
Right.
So Rolly didn't agree with that, and she brought it up, and yeah.
Per usual. And then Sapphire didn't even see the post. And even when she was arguing with Smiley, she even said, what was that? And kind of like was looking for information to complete the sentence because she really had no idea why she was arguing with Smiley other than the
Right.
fact that she was told that Smiley said that she got jumped. So she didn't even see the fucking comment.
Right.
And just was like going off on Smiley. But it is interesting because Sapphire is a big girl compared to the other ones,
Right.
the small girls that Smiley likes to pick on.
Right.
So I mean, she met her match, right?
So yes, basically, you know, Sapphire wanted to fight Smiley. Smiley did not want to fight.
Mhm.
And it was very evident. They wasted mad fucking time standing outside, going back
Talking.
and forth. Who want to fight, da 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 da. And at this point, it's just like, wow, okay, so you want to fight Mariah. You want to fight all these other small bitches. You want to fight Mariah's sister. But because after that, when they went to the club,
Mhm.
Mariah's sister pulled up and then
Mhm.
she was punching her sister. So, but that's me getting ahead. So yes, they eventually fight. But at some point you can see in that episode, you can see E.T. kind of like give Smiley her bag back. Because it was evident that, obviously some stuff are edited out, but it was evident that that shit went on for too long and Smiley did not want to fight. And it was only until Natalie said something to Smiley.
She said either fight or go home.
And that's it.
And you saw the switch in her face,
Yep.
which I thought was great. Look, I'm not into the body analysis and shit, but body language is true. It's real. There's some truth to it. And you saw the change in her face. Go back, rewatch it, telling you. You literally see the moment she's like getting convinced and manipulated by Natalie.
Literally.
I'm like,
because also she really
yo.
loves Natalie. She looks up to Natalie. Natalie?
Yo,
I always do that. She looks up to Natalie, and even when Natalie don't be inviting her out, she be feeling butthurt, talking about, oh, when are we gonna hang out? When are we gonna hang out? And I'm just like, all right, girl, you need get your life, find yourself, and figure it out. Because you should not be easily manipulated and convinced like this. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So it was only after that's when she decided to like tussle with Sapphire, because I wouldn't even call that a fight. It was a tussle. And that was that. That was weird. And can we talk about that whole interaction to Siki and Scarface? They hugged it out. Why? That was so weird, because you can tell that little meetup was, of course, you know, keyword for fight and get it all out, right? Scarface was like, oh, I have a problem because you called me da 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 da. But like, and then she wanted an apology. But I was just so confused by that whole scene, because I'm like, okay, you have all this mount and all the hands in the world for T and for Biggie. But you sitting there talking about, oh, you hurt my feelings because you said this on live, you said this on Instagram, I ain't like that, and I want an apology. That's it? That's all that was going to fix it for you?
When Biggie did nothing?
Right. So I'm just very, very confused at that whole situation with the whole hugging it out thing, because they needed to square up. They needed to square up.
You know what it was, though? What I've heard, I guess, like a consensus amongst the community. Or also, I think someone came out on a podcast and said this. I don't know where I heard this from. But they said that at that time, after getting jumped by her sister, Tasiki didn't want to give Krishan what she would have loved. Which was, she would have loved to see E.T.'s ass get beat up because of all their
Biggie
history.
said that on her YouTube channel.
There you go.
Yep.
Biggie said that. I know I heard it from somewhere. Okay,
Yep.
Biggie said that. And I guess it kind of puts it into perspective. Because like I said to you before in our previous recap, I'm like, a lot of the Tasiki fans seems like they're a little disappointed, or they, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, she and I understood where she was coming from after getting jumped, feeling like, you know, your family is now your op. You know, you're moving differently. You're looking at things differently, especially when you're in the leave. She still ain't even have time to really like sit with that yet. Like, you know, that was still during that time. So I guess it makes sense. You know, I mean, I would be too. Like, it seemed like Tasiki want to fight everybody that's her sister's like friend and shit like that. So I guess it makes sense, but it was awkward to see them. And ET's definitely scared of Tasiki.
100%.
100%.
100%. Because I just feel like, why is it that you got all this energy with everybody else? Even when Tasiki put her bag down, that should have been the indicator. You should have jumped. You should have been hopped. Because as soon as Tasiki said, hold this, that should have been the moment in your fucking brain. Oh, she trying to fight? Because you did that with T. You literally did that with T. Shorty moved and looked in a different direction and you just hit her. And it's the same thing. T put her bag down. Rolly hit her. So why is it that Tasiki said, hold this, and you stood there?
Scared.
Quiet. And I just can't. Like, I'm just like, okay, this whole shit is fucking weird. Who else fucking hugged it out?
DJ Sky and Anna Mac.
Oh, yes. Okay. And that's another thing we got to talk about. Anna Mac really, her energy just pissed me off when she was confronting DJ Sky. Like, she had all this fucking ammo. Like, what's up? I get it. You don't want to fight because you got beat up. Like, girl, please stop. It was so unnecessary. And it's just like, again, it's giving Chihuahua.
I was just gonna say that.
It's giving Chihuahua.
You mad loud. Shut up. You get pushed over. You're so fucking thin.
I cannot stand people like that. Like, you don't have to be, I hate that shit. You don't gotta be so fucking big and loud to prove your point or to make it seem like you're scary. Like, if you're gonna fight, you're gonna fight. Like, if you're going to turn up, you're going to turn up. You don't have to do the most. And I feel like Anna Mac always does the most, says unnecessary shit. She just be talking shit. She just be so fucking loud. And you only have this energy with Sky because you know she can't fight.
Literally.
Because if she could, you would not. Because the way you was talking to Krishan, bitch.
This is how I know that the way she was talking, begging to not get beat up.
Begging.
Look, when before the show aired out, this podcast had asked T and Anna, right, in the podcast. And when T got jumped at the racetrack, the guys asked Anna, what were you doing? Like, why didn't you stand up for her? She said, I was scared. I was quiet. That's to show you that she's only quiet and scared to the people she knows she gonna lose to. At the end of the day, you're still 100 pounds. You just loud as hell, like you said, because DJ Sky cannot fight.
Exactly. But my thing is, if you're gonna stand on something, at least, again, this is going back to that same thing. How you move weird, how you're flippy floppy. Because someone who stands on shit, even if they can't fight, they still gonna fight. Like T. It's like she stood up for herself.
She did.
You know, she stood up for herself. And that's
and
all
she's not a fighter.
Right. And that's all you could really do. That is it. So yes, T stood on her shit and that was it. And she's not a fighter. So it's like, this is who she is. She's a real baddie. Like, she don't do the fake shit. And Anna, you know, even just the way she confronted DJ Sky it just pissed me off. And like, you know, DJ Sky, she's a woman of her business. She don't care about all that extra shit. So she's just like, okay, I don't care. Like, that's it. And even still hugged her. I wouldn't hug that bitch. I'm sorry. As soon as I know.
You could tell that fucking hug was so fake.
It was so fake. But as soon as she said that weird shit about, you don't want to get beat up, I would have just decked her. Because who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? And then that energy, why do you have so much? Ooh, that's too much. You got too much energy. Like, why are you so hyped? But then again, I don't know. That's crazy.
It is unfortunate that DJ Sky can't fight and put her in her place the way she needs to be put in her place. Because I feel like if anybody would, it would have been DJ Sky.
Right.
But
yeah, so that whole weird shit with them hugging and shit, that whole scene, I wasn't fucking with it. I was like, this is that weird shit. I was so mad when Tasiki and Scarface hugged it out. Because why? I was so mad when DJ Sky and Anna Mac hugged it out because, again, I get it. DJ Sky, I get it. You grown woman, you about your money, about your business. That's good for you. But in terms of Anna Mac, I'm just over her. I'm over her doing the most with nothing to back it up.
Yep.
With nothing to back it up. Just a bunch of fluff. That's what it feels like. A bunch of fluff. And then who else hugged it out? I don't even fucking care.
Did Smiley and Sapphire hug it out after?
I
too?
think they did.
But it was, I think there was like a moment where I think Sapphire tried to give her a hug or something like that, and Suki was like,
yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
it's been a long time.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But anywho, moving on, they go to the club, and then of course Mariah's sister pulls up. Right?
Oh, that's the one where we were there. We were
there. Supposed to go.
We were supposed to go there. I was so mad.
Yeah, that was in Queens. But Mariah's sister pulls up, and you know, it's crazy. It's like in the beginning, it's like a tussle, and it just keeps happening. Like she keeps going back for more.
And that club is small, and that shit was packed.
Exactly. And then Smiley, she was fighting. She was fighting back. Like she was punching her. So I'm like, what's the deal? You want to fight Mariah's sister, but you don't want to fight Sapphire?
Yeah.
You know, you want to fight Mariah, but you don't want to fight nobody. It's just weird. It's weird. It's giving bully energy, and I don't care what anyone says. So then, moving on to the next episode, we're gonna be flowing through this shit, okay? So if you watched it, you know, whatever. So obviously, Biggie and E.T. start having some weird fucking beef. E.T. claims Biggie got brought a man to the club to lay hands on her. That was her storyline. Before this episode even popped, I remember one of the blog pages on YouTube, I think it was Peepin' Tea. She had made a video, and it was about the title, actually, which was weird. The title was, Biggie's man hits E.T. So it made it seem like Biggie had a boyfriend, and she brought her boyfriend to beat on E.T. But this was before any footage or any episodes came out. So I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds so weird. So now that this next episode came out, you know, we see that clearly it's a fan, you know, saying something to E.T. she's not really fucking with him, and you can see his phone goes up. It seems like he probably is trying to record, but it slightly grazes the back of her head, but it's not like she really got hit
Not like
or
she
anything.
was like,
She made it seem like she got punched in the fucking face by a man.
But even before that, before when the rumors were around, before the show, before the footage, before anything, like you said, there was like a rumor that was going around that Biggie had done that, which to my surprise, seeing her, you know, who she was, I was like, that's kind of wild. That's why I was like, let's just wait for the episode, because that seems a little out of character for her.
Right.
You know? And then when you see it, it's like, they made it seem like she had literally called someone, set her up, and the guy, like, at least maybe knocked her once. Bro, didn't do any of that.
No. She was still standing. The back of her head still
You
looked
didn't see
good.
her back of her head move that much.
The wig still looked decent. You know, it wasn't ruffled or fucked with.
Yeah.
You know, her head was still in place. You know, I don't know. So that was the storyline. And you know what's crazy is that we were at that event where they went to, and obviously it was crowded. But one thing I do know is that the cameras was rolling the whole fucking time. The whole fucking time. And when you play back that scene, it does not look like she got hit at all. At all. At all. But, you know, she already said what she said, so maybe she's too deep in and she's just going to continue with that story.
You could tell because the story changes throughout the episode.
Every
time she tells it,
every
it's like,
time.
First it was a friend, then it was a cousin, then it was a boyfriend. I don't know. It was just like all over. Then he was light-skinned.
Then Rolly was like, oh, yeah, he be with her all the time.
Yeah.
All this stuff. And I'm just like, wow, okay, so you got these bitches to get on board with you for a storyline is what it's giving.
But that's the way House A works.
Exactly.
They conspire.
Exactly.
And they make a story.
And they plant the seeds
and
all
you know,
that stuff.
Biggie did a good job at really calling it out on the spot. On the spot, saying no.
Natalie put a battery in her bag.
You need a storyline because Krishan's not here.
Period. And when she said that, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
You know what the fuck you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You say some real shit. You're not scared to say some real shit.
Biggie redemption season. I love Biggie.
Big Dominican.
Bro, big redemption season, man.
Mhm.
And it's crazy because she really, really did call it out on the spot. You know how
Yup.
hard it is to be in front of those cameras, to see, you don't know who to trust, you don't know what's
Right.
going on,
Right.
and to see it and call it out in front of the CEO, in front of
Everybody.
fucking everybody. Natalie, not being afraid of Natalie, literally calling it out for what it is and
Right.
standing on it.
Right.
Shout out to Biggie.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. So, of course, they have this weird thing. So then Rolly decides it's a great idea to hand out eviction notices. This childish fucking eviction notice shit.
That
Okay.
shit was corny.
It was so corny. I was like, okay, okay. And then all of a sudden, Smiley and Mariah start fighting again because she threatened her sister, her family, and all this shit. I'm like, okay, this is... Stop.
That
So,
moment
stop.
when Mariah punches the porch,
The ground, bitch.
the whatever, that fucking the ground, and you see
the M vein. The
veins.
M vein in her fucking...
I'm sorry, but all I could think was she looked like an erected dick. Bro, she looked crazy.
Yo, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Why? Out
She
of
looked-
all things.
Like hella.
Yo, and you know what's
Crazy.
crazy? You saying that, it's like you can't unsee it now. Like, I can't unsee it now because you're white, red. Ooh, you look like the tip, honey. You looking like
Yeah,
the
with
tip.
the
Like,
vein and that. Shit looking crazy.
she really went off, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Don't threaten my family." I was like, Mariah, but that was like so random. Like she just kind of it was up. It was on site, and that was just so weird.
Yeah,
I
because
was
like apparently Smiley threatened her mom and her sister or something like that.
She threatened her family. Like she was gonna get people to go and find her family and do all this shit.
That's the shit that Smiley be doing though.
She do.
She be doing shit and then playing victim.
Exactly.
And it's weird.
Right.
And then you you want people to trust you, but you fuck with the black market. So no
Right.
one trusts you and you're a liar.
Right,
So it's
right.
weird. You act surprised why people don't trust you. And it's like, what do you mean? Everything you do is fucking weird and sketchy. And then you wonder.
Yeah, and it's like, are you the Lulu? Like, why? And then she tried to be like, oh, I never did that. But it's like, girl, you've done a lot.
Mhm.
You've done a lot so far.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff that you've done that you lied about. So at this point, it's like, yo, it's either you own up to your shit or you get the fuck off the show. Like at this point, like it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, she
Just tell
weird.
the truth. Just tell the truth. That's it. Stop trying to be on that weird scamming energy. Like, just tell the truth.
It's
like,
weird. She weird.
so yeah, that was that. And after that, of course, Scarface felt the need to pick her issue with Biggie, talking about why'd you have a guy show up Biggie's like, what are you talking about? Someone hit you? Like Biggie was like genuinely confused,
Yeah.
baffled as fuck. Like, what? What are you talking about? And of course, she didn't care. Scarface didn't care about what Biggie had to say, even though I felt like Biggie was very well articulating herself. But at that point, it's like, Biggie, she don't want to hear you talk. She
Yeah.
just want to fight you for these cameras. She
Yeah.
just want to fight you because of the storyline.
Mhm.
That's it. At this point, the only thing she know how to do is fight. That's it.
Mhm.
So she be giving her energy, be giving jail lapdog, like for
Mhm.
real. So at this point, they start fighting. It's weird. And I'm just like, this is so fucking weird. Like the whole time watching this episode, I'm like, ugh, what am I watching? Like it
Yeah.
almost feels so forced.
Forced. Like you want, like you said, like you're looking for a storyline.
Yeah.
It's not working.
It's not.
She thought she ate
She
with that
thought she
storyline.
ate, and I'm bored.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, watching the episode, I was so bored. And then Rolly want to come out of nowhere and talk about, well, I'm handing out eviction notices, and you might want to pack your bag. And I'm just like,
Bro,
what the fuck? is
first of
going
all,
on?
this is a shout out to Biggie again, because the way she handled that too, she did not open that letter for nothing.
Nope.
She did not open it, did not read it, did not give it the time of day. She took it and left it right where it was.
That was it.
It was great. She
it.
handled it the way she's supposed to. Smiley, on the other hand, was too pussy.
I don't know. Smiley was just weird. Like, she was just giving, I'm over it. I just want to turn up. That was the energy. But to me and to other people, that translates as you're being pussy, bitch. You're being a pushover, bitch. But yeah, so Rolly starts handing out these damn eviction notices. And I'm just like, what the fuck is up with this childish ass shit? Like, this is kind of crazy. And then after that, that's when Scarface decides to go and touch Biggie's stuff. And that's when Biggie starts getting upset. Like, you're not going to touch my stuff. You're not going to touch my stuff. And then, of course, they have their little fight and stuff like that.
Biggie looks so confused because she's like, legally, you can't touch my stuff.
I know. And then Sapphire's like, you over here talking about some legally, bitch. Like, and honestly,
it's
at
true,
this
girl.
point, I agreed with Suki and Sapphire because at this point, it was too much talking. It was too much talking. Like, first of all, this is the show that you're on. This is the bitch that's popping off and she's touching your stuff or she's going to touch your stuff, and they allowed it.
Which you'll see the favoritism throughout like the show, because when they were in the basement and E.T. pushed Biggie, immediately the security guard got in between and didn't let Biggie even stand back up to get back for her. That's one favoritism. You start to see the slightly, you pay attention. Second one, they allow E.T. to go and touch Biggie's stuff. But you'll see later on in the last episode when Biggie tried to do the same to her, they didn't allow it.
Exactly.
At all.
Exactly.
At all. And then you start to see, because even, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but you saw Big T. Big T literally put his hand
on
Biggie, on her face to push her away from getting E.T. back.
I'm wondering if that's the security guard that E.T. slept with, because remember we were talking about how someone left an anonymous T-tip on the Reddit page, and they literally said one of the security guards was fucking with Scarface. Maybe. They were fucking. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe that's where the favoritism comes in. Because you fucking allegedly you fucking a security guard. Like, I don't know.
Whatever it is, she's on the favorite house A, which is the favorite for Zeus.
Right.
Zeus is favorite. So they're obviously going to protect him more. So whether they're sleeping or not doesn't matter. You start to see the little favoritism and definitely going against Biggie. It's actually kind of annoying. But yeah.
Natalie, of course, during that whole argument and dispute that was going on between E.T. and Biggie, Natalie's like, oh, you can't be bringing people to anywhere. You can't be doing this. You can't be bringing your people. And I'm like, y'all never said shit. Y'all let Tommy bring mad people to jump Stunner.
Very true.
And not for nothing, y'all let Stunner bring her friends too, and her man who had a gun.
Y'all let Krishan bring Marsh.
Her friends to jump
Janet.
Tasiki. Like, let's be real. You let Krishan bring Janet and Marsh, her friends, on the show to jump Tasiki. Like, come on. Like, don't sit there and talk shit like, oh, you shouldn't be bringing people back. That's bullshit. Because y'all let Krishan bring her people to do their shit. You let Stunner bring her people. You let Tommy bring her people, which caused the craziest fucking season finale of Baddies West, period. That whole situation, because you allowed Tommy to bring her people. That's literally how that whole shit happened. And so don't sit there talking about, oh, you shouldn't be bringing da-da-da-da-da.
Not for nothing, though. I feel like when Natalie says that, she may say that, but she has no say at the end. In my opinion,
I agree.
I don't think she has as much pull as she's
just the face.
She just exactly, because at the end of the day, if she really truly did have the pull, Krishan would not have been there as long as she
I agree.
They've kept her there for a reason, you know?
Yep.
So I feel like, there's a couple of examples like that. And I feel like when Natalie's saying that, she's just being a manipulative ass bitch. I don't believe anything. I feel like if it really was down to it, who has the real call and real pull is Lemmy.
Right. That's really what it is. So it's interesting. That's why a lot of people think it's mostly her. Like, I'm sure she has still like some control, but she don't got full control, honey, boo boo. Like, she really don't. She just be talking out her ass sometimes.
Which she's power trip. She has a lot of power trip, a lot of ego involved. Right. So you're obviously people who think that, she does have a big name in Zeus, so she can say that. But at the end of the day, the real person making that call is Lemmy.
And of course, before going on to that, Biggie, when they were supposed to go to that next club and they ended up not coming. Remember when we were in New York and they didn't come inside at all? They clearly explained that on this episode as well. And, Biggie had to get her lick back. So she snuck E.T. when they were outside of the venue taking pictures. And that's literally...
And she came prepared to fight that.
Yeah.
She had her wig off, hat on.
Yep, everything. She didn't care. She didn't care. She just hit Scarface and security got her up out of there right away. And then that was it.
But the owner got tight.
The owner, I'm sure, got upset and then also worried too. Like, if this is happening and y'all aren't even in yet, who knows what the fuck y'all are gonna do inside to my place? And not for nothing, when we went there, it was more of an upscale place. That's the place
that was
where
the most money we spent.
That's the place where, if you remember one of our recaps, when we were seeing them in NYC, we spent fucking $70 on hookah and what, $10 on $12 on a bottle of water.
Yep, 2 bottles of water.
So yeah, so like $6
Very
for a
upscale.
fucking water bottle. Like, it was just so extra, and not for nothing, the fucking hookah didn't even look or taste that good.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just one of those places in NYC that was more upscale. So it makes sense that the owner was like, oh no, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So with that being said, that was that.
So Biggie fucked up their money.
Basically.
Honestly, though, in my opinion, it did suck being on the shitty end of the stick because, like, obviously we paid to get in. We paid money to stay there. We spent a lot of money for a fucking Baddies event that didn't even show up in.
Right.
Granted. However, I'm not mad at Biggie.
I'm not mad at her either.
Because one thing to really fucking piss someone off, like to send a real message, especially these people who are of higher power, at the end of the day, House A is favorited. Biggie is the underdog again. Fuck with their money. I know that's going to send the message real quick.
100%.
So I'm not mad at it. It was necessary for the situation.
100%.
So proud of that.
Yeah, honestly, like, and first of all, like she said, you think we're gonna go up in this fucking club and kumbaya? Like, bitch, no, that's not fucking happening, and it's not. And why should it?
Yeah.
Why should it? Natalie talking about, you fuck my money up, bitch. Bitch, shut the fuck up. This is Baddies.
Right.
I'm glad she fucked your money up, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, it's Baddies. You'll get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
So in regards to, like, one final thing I wanted to say about the whole situation where Biggie didn't even know who hit Scarface, and Scarface claims it was her man. And, people were saying, like, it was probably just an excited fan, and you can't control what fans do. Just because, fans do some shit, that doesn't always tie back to the person that they're being a fan of.
Exactly.
It's
true.
Like, that's separate. Like, there's the artist and the brand, and then there's their fans.
Unless the artist is sitting there saying, every time you see Scarface, I want you.
Exactly.
But you can't control the fans. The fans are the fans. Not my fault that you fucking acting stupid on a show.
So now the person that I guess E.T. claimed to be hit by did come out and say that they never hit her, and they did explain their side of the story on TikTok.
He's trying to play him.
Shit, me.
You know what I'm saying?
Why she's acting
I think he's funny.
That's wicked.
I think he's funny.
I was in her town.
Go run that video back and listen to my brother's voice from here to now.
Talk about it. Y'all want E.T. to be a liar. She's a liar. Like, that's all it is. Like, she got caught in a lie. I can't say she lied all the time.
Y'all want me to talk about shit on the live so I don't get to the reunion.
Yeah, like, put him on the reunion so he could clear Biggie name. Like, what the fuck? Clout for what?
The fan did come out and basically explain their side of the story. And yeah, Scarface did not get hit, and she's a liar for a storyline. End of story.
Which is so crazy, like, looking at it now, like, how bad it really does make, like, them look. Like, House A thought they was eating.
They really thought they was eating. They really gave meme popular bitches that swear they at the top.
That,
they
like,
swear
everybody
want to
be with them.
Yeah, everybody
like
want to be them. Like, honestly, boo boo, nobody wants to be you at all. Like, at the end of the day, who's prevailing? Which is why Suki said on the next episode, Biggie the star. It's true.
I was happy. Suki, she's
a real one.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment to hear that. Biggie was just in the corner minding her business, and to hear that,
Biggie was over it.
Hey y'all, I said Biggie by accident. I actually meant Suki, so just disregard.
You could tell after the eviction notices, like, her energy and everything, like her demeanor, she was just kind of very over being on the show, being around House A specifically. Because even when they were on their way to the club where they didn't even get in the car, while the girls are talking shit and laughing about the eviction notices, Suki's in the corner just like sitting there, like not really caring.
Yeah, Suki.
Yeah, and then she even makes a post and she mentions the eviction shit.
Yeah, you could tell she's over it.
She was like, she posted on her story and she was like, after the eviction ish, they lost me. And it's like, she posted that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, you can tell, even though like on the show while watching her energy speaks volumes through the screen. Like you can clearly see that she was over it. Very much over it. So Suki, one thing about her, like I really loved how she had her little heart to heart with Smiley and Biggie. I thought that was cool. And I thought that was really like
that's not
mature of her.
Right.
And it wasn't fake. It was giving like, wow. Like that's all I had to say. Like, wow, you really are a baddie. Like you really are about your shit. And you really are just like, I don't know, a beautiful soul. Like it just felt like you see the woman for who she really is. Like outside of the music and outside of the shit that she does for her brand.
Yeah.
It felt like you were really seeing who Suki is. Like, you know, so it was kind of nice to see that she had that heart to heart, because at the end of the day, I feel like
she didn't have to.
She did not have to do that.
And she said don't associate her with House A.
Right.
And I feel that, especially seeing her personality and who she is as a person, I wouldn't want to be either. But she had that power to just sit there and be on that side the way her friend was.
Right.
And just sit there and be a mean girl. And she just did not do that, which
I'm pretty sure, you know, in the next upcoming episodes, this is probably why her and Sapphire kind of start having some issues, because Sapphire seems to be just getting a little too comfortable with House A and the antics. And, you know, Suki, knowing the real Sapphire, is like, why are you getting so involved in this weird TV shit, internet shit, and doing this extra shit? Like, you know, I didn't come here for none of that. And I feel like that could be what may have caused like a little slight divide.
Right, because Sapphire came out and said that she's never fought with Suki ever. And that, of course, the one time it's on the show. And that at the end of the day, you know, they're friends. They obviously made up or whatever.
Right.
But yeah,
like
I believe that. I believe that because you could see the minute from when we first got introduced to these girls, I saw the way Suki was handling herself in that bus, and then the way Sapphire was just giving in. I said to Tiana,
she was feeding into it.
I was like, look at her. She's already allowing information about people that she doesn't know. And she's already giving it a lot of attention.
Yeah,
like,
she was letting it consume her mind a little bit. Like she was really eating up everything Natalie was saying to her, and already basing her thoughts and opinions and perspectives off of that, without really getting to meet all the other women. It was just kind of like, oh, Natalie got money, so I want to be with this side. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure that energy may have caused like a little slight divide.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I mean, now Suki obviously says that, like, listen, that's still my bitch. I would ride for her. Like, we raised our kids together. Like, that's day one. We grew up together. I know who she really is. So it's like, she really is a real dope person. She's a real friend, and she's just a good, kind-hearted soul. And you don't find people like that. You really don't find people like that often. And honestly, like, again, her having that heart to heart, she did not need to have that. The same way those other bitches in House B sat back.
Yo. And those are supposedly their friends. They're, you know.
Right. She could have done the same thing. Sat back. I don't know these bitches. But Suki, you know, she stood up for Mariah. Right? She even gave a heart to heart to Smiley, who did some weird shit. And to Biggie, you know? So... I don't know.
And again, it goes back to who she is as a person. And it's really nice to see that when she says she don't stand on the bully shit, she means that. Like, she means that. It don't matter whose side it's on. If it's a bully situation, it's a bully situation.
Right.
Which, that's the way it should be.
Right.
That's the way it should be. And speaking of the eviction, you know what I forgot to also mention? I this is going back to Anna Mac. Her annoying ass in that bus talking about, oh yeah, you just gotta make up with E.T. and da-da-da-da. Just basically, again, coming for Biggie. I don't know. I just wanted to mention that. She was just annoying the shit out of him.
Every time she talks to Biggie, it just feels very fake. Feels very, I don't know, backhanded almost.
Yep, very backhanded.
So, you know, moving on, of course, you know, Natalie decides to have a motherfucking pool party.
Yo.
And invite these bitches over. House B.
Girl.
Right. Fucking Scarface, hair tied up, literally squatted by the bush, waiting for.
Bitch, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is.
Also, Call of Duty shit. Shorty was hiding in the bushes, bro, in the shadows, waiting to like pounce. I was like, girl.
The worst, what took me out was when she goes,
yeah, like that was just so weird. Oh, so ugly. That was weird. She was so corny for that. I'm like, yo, everything you do is corny, shorty. Like, you just not it. Like,
corny.
So corny. And then she was having mad fun fighting Biggie. Clearly.
Yo, she was smiling.
She was Mr. Fighter. She was just doing too much. I don't know. I just felt like, okay.
I'm just glad Biggie didn't allow herself to get thrown into the pool. She stood her ground, man. Yeah. Like, I'm fucking glad. That was the worst. I'm like, please don't get thrown into the pool. And if you do, take her with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't be fucking out here. Look, I'm a Biggie fan, all right? E.T., I don't know what y'all bitches saw in the girl on Now That's TV. I don't know what y'all saw in her. She is fucking whack. She's corny. She's boring. She literally is doing anything for a storyline, anything for attention in the show, and it's just like she coming from the wrong bitch. Because Biggie, I think she, you know what I'm saying, Biggie, she may not be able to scrap the way E.T. can, right? But she still doesn't allow herself to get bullied. And
exactly,
I love
she
that.
stands on that.
I love
unlike that. Anna, who be scared in a corner. And Anna had went live with Tasiki and Biggie actually talking about, oh, I'm not even scared to fight Scarface anymore because she just don't be doing no damage. And I'm just like, oh, so you were scared to fight her?
Of course.
Got it. Copy. Like, it just, everything is just weird. Everything is so weird.
You see how childish that sounds? Though?
Right.
I'm not afraid of her anymore. What the fuck?
Yo, Anna Mac.
Anna Mac is not it.
Anna Mac.
I'm done. E.T. is not it. Anna Mac is not it. Who else?
Who else is not
Rolly
it?
Is not
she
it.
Been not
she
it.
Been not it.
Yep. So yeah, that whole fight with Biggie and E.T. at the pool party was just a mess, and it was just a waste of space. And like, obviously E.T. won, obviously, and she was having a grand time fighting, laughing, smiling, and all that. I'm like, this girl really be acting like a jailbird. But anywho, can we just talk about how Big T, aka the security guard, really knocked Biggie down?
Yeah.
This is what we got to talk about, because nobody talk about why did he knock her down so hard like that? Like, it wasn't even like, oh, you know, I'm trying to break it up. It was just like, it was like a reflex. Like, his hand just knocked her back. And he's a big dude.
He's huge.
And he got rings.
He's huge.
And he has rings on his fingers. Yeah. So it's like, you really just knocked that bitch back. Like, you really knocked, that's crazy.
The still shot of his hand on her face is kind of wild.
It is wild. Like, I'm just like, damn, like, you really knocked this girl like into the other, like, I don't get it.
And it's crazy because like when Biggie had made a post about it, did you see what she said?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. She posted something on her story saying, "Hey guys, me and my family are trying to enjoy Christmas right now, and it's making it hard with all the comments about the thing on her face or whatever. I was confused and scared at the time. Obviously, she didn't even realize it happened. You know what I'm saying? She didn't realize it was the security guard. And I can't imagine like just being in that moment. Like I said, you know, when shit like that is going down fast. You're not fucking, you know, that shit all goes by quickly. You don't know where things are coming from. So I can't even imagine now just looking back, her sitting there and just watching like, damn, Big T, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't notice how painful it was to see until I sat back and I'm watching it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you guys were inboxing me all these stuff throughout the week, I didn't know what to say because I didn't see it yet. I just lived it. So seeing it on camera, it's very like re-traumatizing and seeing that no one had my back when I know I was innocent and I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like my house should have had my back. And my house, I felt like Natalie should have had my back. She chose me to be here. She brought me back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get emotional with y'all. Watching the episode as we speak, like I watched them to give you guys the fresh reactions. I watch it with you guys when I'm here. Yes, Sapphire and Suki was aggressive, but regardless of how you guys seen it, they had my back. I'm happy that Sapphire was just like, yo, go get your shit. And she was snapping me out of emotion. Because I was stuck on, like, emotional. I couldn't believe what was coming out of Natalie's mouth. I don't care about what.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's the
like,
favoritism,
damn.
bro.
Exactly.
That's
and
the favoritism
again,
we talk about.
there was a point in that episode where she tried to go up to ET's room. All three of them damn Zeus producers stopped her. Not even like one security guard and like two Zeus producers stopped her.
Mm-hmm.
The Jewish guy and some other girl, and then the big security girl. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, yeah. So y'all, first of all, Biggie didn't even get up the stairs yet.
Yeah.
And they was already running after her, stopping her. But E.T. had time. E.T. had time to walk away,
pack
silently.
her stuff.
E.T. had time to get the bag, open the bag, put the stuff in the bag. E.T. had time.
They was recording her.
They was recording her. There was no producers. There was no security. I was like,
No, they were there. They were
different.
just watching.
Right. But with Biggie, oh, you can't do that.
And even when Biggie tried to like eventually fight E.T., you hear Biggie, and I don't, there's a lot of ruffling, so you really can't see. But going based off of the fact that there is underlying favoritism, you hear Biggie in that interaction talking about why aren't you letting me hit her? Why aren't you letting me get my stuff? Like, they're blocking her basically. And you see that throughout the thing, which I think is kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And now, of course, the next episode, they're still showing this whole E.T. Biggie thing, but we already got past that. The bitches decide to go to the club, right? And interesting enough, they go to the club. It's chill. What is it? Club Detention?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In New York City. We were there for that. And in that club, E.T. and Biggie actually fought again. But they did not put that in the show.
Mm-hmm.
We were there. We saw the scuffle. It was a whole thing. They got broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie got mad at Biggie, but none of that was put in that part of the episode.
No.
That was edited out. They omitted that part completely.
Which I'm surprised they did.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Right.
But it's interesting because that night, right, Tiana had made an amazing analysis. And I wish we would have done what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I didn't think about it, but whatever. I wanted to try to make sense of it because we're in the crowd and they're in the obviously VIP, and Tiana looks at me. She's like, yo, you notice that Biggie and Smiley are not in the circle?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like outside of like the security on the sides and stuff. And now looking at it, it makes sense. These are the two girls that quote unquote got evicted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting that you made that analysis, and
yeah,
it's cool. We were able to see that. But with the whole fight thing, they did omit that, which I thought was like
that was weird.
You think it was because they didn't catch much of it? Because E.T. really snuck her. Like, she just disappeared, and the next thing you know, there's a scruffle going on. Like, we barely saw it.
So fast. It happened so fast, and I'm sure some of the blogs like put up some footage of what other people captured that night. But it happened so fast. And then after that, Natalie's yelling at Biggie. And I think I caught that on camera of Natalie just like in Biggie's face and all that stuff.
Baddies.
But yeah, they didn't put that on there. Maybe they felt like it wasn't necessary because Biggie and E.T., it was just this constant redundant thing. So maybe that's why. I don't know. And maybe Natalie already said you fucked my money up. So maybe it was just redundant. They didn't feel the need to add it. It was just extra fluff. But I don't know. That was just one thing that I realized. It was like, oh, they didn't add that. Like, that's interesting. I'm glad we were there to see it. Yeah, and that was when we saw DJ Sky surfing the crowd. And you saw it here from the petty headquarters first, bitch. Because, again, we was there. We was there. So, yeah. They be hating on her so much. Like, I just feel like there's really no reason to hate on her.
Can we talk about how the internet went crazy over before the show aired? There was like a preview of her crowd surfing, and fucking people on Twitter or TikTok, whatever, were looking for virality. Fucking sat there and paused it, where like I guess the
flap
motion
of the dress falls down in between her legs, and everybody's like, "What do I see? Is DJ Sky a man? Does she have a dick?" Like, Oh my God, it was so crazy.
It
I
was so
like,
annoying.
It was so irritating. I was like, shorty do not got a fucking dick. Y'all doing the most. You could see the print from the back. It's not a penis, okay?
It's definitely not.
It's not a penis, okay?
So like there's so many clips of her shaking her ass.
Right.
You would have definitely
You would have seen some jiggle.
Right. You would have seen something else down there, girl.
Right.
Like, I could not believe it. And it's so funny because DJ Sky is very professional. She don't care what she does not care what the internet says about her, but the man thing really got to her.
She was
going in.
posting pictures of when she was a baby to when she was a kid to when she was pregnant. She was posting all the receipts from different years. She was even going live talking about it. She was posting so many different posts.
She went on a press run.
She did.
She's not a man.
She did. She said, subscribe to my OnlyFans. You'll see I'm not a man. Like, it was so wild. I was like, this is crazy.
This
how people
poor girl.
Really... But my thing is, like, DJ Sky not even on the show. She's just a DJ, and y'all still have her in the blogs like every week.
Bro.
She's still talked about every week. It's crazy.
It was one post that said Krishan rocks DJ Sky, which took me out. Like, I cannot. Krishan rocks DJ Sky is a man or some shit like that. It was just so funny. I was like, oh my God, this poor girl just fucking gets obliterated by the fucking internet. She don't even do nothing. They call her just a DJ. She plays her part.
She really does. Like, this season, in my opinion, she really is DJing. And she's doing what y'all want her to do, and y'all still find something to talk about.
She's doing what she came to do, and we're living proof. Literal, we're there during filming, okay, that every time the baddies did not show up, she was there with all the fans. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to always say it. She was there. We saw her every single time and spent the most time with her because she was out there, not the baddies.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Y'all.
They just want to find something to talk about. It's wild. And then that brings us into the next scene when, of course, Natalie's like, I have a surprise.
Because they got tight at her for turning up.
Oh, yeah, they did.
No,
get tight for turning up.
And it's cool because we caught that on camera. I saw that. I was like, yo, they tight.
I recorded that shit. I captured. I zoomed into everyone's faces because I was like, wow, they really looking crazy right now.
Well, because DJ Sky did look wild. She was wild.
Yeah,
but she was shooting her music video.
Exactly.
So it was pretty fucking. She was smart. She was smart. She used the tour to promote herself, even though she didn't have an intro or anything like that. She still got the exposure because she made her own side business moves.
Exactly.
Which they got tight when she did the crowd surfing, so they didn't invite her to the next event, which was
when they had the reveal in Times Square of, Baddies East up on a Times Square billboard. And of course that's great. So she wasn't invited to that, which we did speak about in earlier episodes. And we even have the receipts in those episodes with her screenshot talking about how she wasn't invited to that, how she felt some type of way about it. So it's just very interesting that while they're hyped, looking at the Baddies East logo billboard, all of a sudden, what comes next? DJ Sky's post on the billboard in Times Square.
Face, ass, all that.
And all that.
Bro.
DJ name, logo, everything.
She did her motherfucking big one.
She did. And they were so mad.
Yo, why were they so mad?
I just don't understand why they were so mad. Like, what is up with this weird animosity? Like, DJ Sky literally breathes and does nothing, and y'all get so mad.
Yo,
and then
Rolly's face was like,
yeah, Rolly was so mad. Scarface was so mad. Anna Mac was mad. Natalie Nunn was mad.
Mind you, they all do music. They could have all done the same thing.
They don't got enough money to do that. Clearly. Because listen, if you guys wanted to do your own thing, you could have done that, right? Natalie not stopping you because she can't stop DJ Sky. So at this point.
And DJ Sky came out on live talking about that situation.
Oh, wow.
Because she was talking about how, like, the reaction to people. And she went out and said, look, getting a billboard, you can't just do that overnight. No. You can't do that last minute. No. You actually have to plan that. So like she's big on religion. She's like, look at how God acts on my side. Even when I'm not even trying to be some type of way.
Right.
They didn't invite me. And yet still my billboard, as I was getting ready, she was getting ready for her showing, because that was for her music video that she was posting. Guess who showed that? And then you find out that the fucking Baddies had their billboard right before hers.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that?
It's crazy that she didn't plan on that, and then
and listen, this is when those moments where you're like, if you're religious, you're religious. If you're not, you believe in coincidences, whatever. But like, by the grace of God, really, because how crazy is that?
Yeah, that is really crazy. The bitches that's hating on you and they get to see it too. And I feel like, me personally, I'm like, that was the biggest F you. The biggest F you could have done. Because what are you going to do? What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Not a damn fucking thing.
Just looking stupid at the
Not
billboard.
a damn fucking thing. They were so mad, talking about, oh, just be the DJ.
And Natalie trying to still push that narrative is really annoying, because you could tell it feels kind of forced. Because
it is forced. She don't really feel like that.
She don't care,
She
because
don't
they're
care.
actually, they seem cool in real life. And
It's business.
right.
She don't care.
It's a storyline, but like,
Right.
pick another storyline, because like this,
it's getting old.
She's not in the show anymore, so she is the DJ. So it's like.
And she was promoting her being the DJ. So
true.
And her new single. So again, like, why are you mad at that?
I love
She's
DJs.
doing her job and promoting her job. Why are you mad at that?
I love her confessional. She was like, she owned that shit. She was not mad. She was like, yup, yup, I did that.
Yup. And Twitter was going crazy after that. Like, I felt like after that episode, there was a lot of people on Twitter and just on social media giving DJ Sky her flowers. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she ate that. Like, there was so many posts about it. So many. And I was like, good for you. Because you know what? That's the biggest my chin. That's the biggest FU you could have gave.
100%.
And that shit is lit.
And you don't got to do too much. You don't got to fight. You don't got to do anything. You literally, no matter what the crowd was saying, no matter what. And you know what? I do want to find that video and like post it maybe on our social media or here, whatever. But I have a clip. It's not a visual, but it's the sound bite. You hear someone say, oh, she's just a DJ, and while they're recording her, by the way. And it's crazy because, like, a lot of people don't respect her. She just went online the week before, going viral over being a man or whatever. So I feel like, look how, her God is still working in her favor. Because, like, even after that, look how, like,
she met Diplo.
She's prevailed.
Right.
Completely. Was in the room with Kanye, was going to Diplo, who she wants to be an opening DJ for.
Right.
She doing her thing, bro.
Right. And she even talks about all the stuff that she manifests. Like, from years ago, she always dreamed of meeting Diplo and like possibly working and opening for Diplo. And even years before, back in 2013, I believe. Yes, 2013, around that time, she even was like, manifesting French Montana, and now she's like French Montana's DJ, and it's just like, you know what? Shout out to you, because you got real emotion outside of Baddies East.
1,000%.
You got real motherfucking motion outside of fucking Baddies East. So Anna Mac trying to hate and do all this crazy shit. Your boy Pootie set you up with fucking Neon, bitch. What motion?
What motion?
What motion?
What motion?
What motion? Like, you got set up with a corny ass clout chasing troll ass fucking Twitch streamer, my nigga. And listen, I'm not hating on the Twitch streamers.
Nah.
Not
in
at
real
all.
life streamers.
No, not at all.
No, fuck them.
I actually fuck with the Twitch streamers.
Nah.
No, yes. What do you mean?
Not the in real life ones, the ones that be going out and doing nuisance shit.
Oh,
there's a whole nother
like
rise
the
of
trolls,
them.
like the trolls.
There's a whole nother rise. Not the ones that sit and playing computers all day. No, I'm talking about the ones that are there's like a rise of new ones.
So long story, like I was saying, again, there's no hate or shade to Twitch streamers, because get your money, and I still think that's lit, and I watch a couple of people on Twitch. But, when you're someone like Neon, who purposely goes out of his way to make his brand off of trolling people and clout chasing and just doing unnecessary shit and saying bogus lies just to get a reaction, like, that's not cool.
And hiring big black people to protect you because you can't. That's what he does.
Yo, not the big black people.
No, it's true. That's what all these new streamers do. It's annoying.
You said big black
It's
people.
the revenge of the nerds. They're nerdy. They can't fight for themselves, but they have a security team to protect them. That's literally it.
Yeah, I just don't fuck with it. Like, at the end of the day, DJ Sky got real motion, and y'all bitches is not. Y'all not seeing her in real life.
Yo, and it's crazy.
At all. You could sit there and pick the narrative. She's just a DJ and she gets clowned out on the show. But let's be real, outside this motherfucking show, baby.
She's sitting in a room full of important people.
Right.
And you know what's crazy is that like French Montana, Zeus Network sponsored his birthday party. And this is just something that I picked up on, in my opinion. But when I saw that they were sponsoring French Montana's party, I genuinely believe that was through the connection of DJ Sky. Because she went on tour with him prior to that and all that other stuff. So it's like, I don't know. And you know what? Look how much they respect her. Even though they play the narrative online, you know, there is some respect there. They got her a Rolex. They got her a Rolex for Christmas. That's a business gift. That's not a Fendi bag.
Yo. It's the shade towards. Now you shaded Rolly's Fendi bag.
And look, they're all great gifts. I'm not saying nothing. But what I'm saying is look at the respect. Look at the respect. I think, in my opinion, that French Montana situation would not have happened without DJ Sky's connection. And there's a reason why.
He's also connected to a lot of people too.
1,000%. 1,000%. But I feel like there's something with the fact that they're from the same like religion and all that stuff. That there were like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like there's no coincidence that DJ Sky goes on a tour with French Montana and the next thing you know, Zeus Network is sponsoring his birthday party. I just don't think that that's just a coincidence. I think that there's something to it. Whether I'm right, I could be 1,000% wrong. But like I said, they got her Rolex.
Compared to a Fendi bag.
Fendi bag is still good and Rolex, but I'm just saying, look at the respect.
Yeah.
Look at
the
look
difference
at
in the value.
In the value. And that's just something I noticed. I'm like, wow, they got her a Rolex. That's pretty dope. That's pretty crazy. But she's just a DJ? Come on. She's more than just a DJ.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly, you know, DJ Sky had the girls big mad. One of the comments, I don't remember who it was from, if it was from Anna, they said, and I put in quotes, DJ Sky is so desperate for that. And I'm just like, desperate, honey, for promoting her job? Desperate for actually trying to make money?
It's kind of weird to see how much they were hating on her.
It's weird. It's like they just don't like her.
They don't.
It's just like, at the end of the day, DJ Sky's getting more money than you.
And Anna Mac wants her to look like a loser so bad, talking about just be the DJ, bitch. You have music
like, bitch,
too.
You would have been hyped if your billboard, if you had a billboard in Times Square promoting yourself and you as a singer and a songwriter, bitch, you would have been hyped. So don't fucking sit here talking about, oh, she's so desperate. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you know you would have been hyped. You just mad as not you.
Right.
You mad as not you.
That's
like,
it.
I'm so over these bitches. Like, for real, for real.
Look, and all of them do music.
Right.
And DJ Sky just, you know, she's not even like a real like rapper or anything like that. She's more of a DJ. You know, she does music here and there, but like, look at her.
Like she promotes herself as a DJ.
She is, exactly.
Right.
She is really a woman about her business. And I can say that time and time again. You can tell by everything she does, the way she carries herself.
Right.
A little bit of a workaholic.
Right. And, you know, this is, you know, basically, long story short, she got them upset and yada, yada, yada. But a side note, something I wanted to touch on was that on their way to, I think it was to the Times Square or was it to the club? I don't remember. But Sky had rode with the girls from House A. And this bitch, I'm sorry. Like, oh my God.
Sky getting on my nerves.
Sky literally was hella hyped to ride with House A, talking about, thank you for inviting me. And like,
you remember
what
when
the
she
fuck?
said this was her house and my girls?
Yeah, she did say that. Okay. So she was talking about, oh, thank you for allowing me to ride with you guys. Like, why you sound like you so fucking happy to be initiated into fucking House A? Like, it was so weird. I was like, I get it. You love the girls in House A and you love the girls in House B. But it almost gave, I'm hyped to be in this house because this is where the money is at.
Yeah, I don't think she liked the girls in House B. I think she's very fake with House B, in my opinion. I think Sky tolerates and plays the game. I don't think she fucks with a lot of the girls there.
Well, she said that, you know, she fucks with Anna and, you know,
right,
Camila.
the flip-floppy bitch.
Right.
You know, who's fake?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Sky's giving fake. She's very fake. She's a very fake person. I don't know.
Honestly, everybody at House B was giving fake. Like Camila was giving fake. One minute you saw someone hit ET, next minute you didn't.
Then she
like,
get
girl,
mad that she involved.
Yeah, like, and then she was lit yelling at the pool party. I was just over it. I was like, girl, just sit this one out and just don't talk at all. Like, it was just so weird.
That's like also Anna Mac trying to fight Smiley. At
Yeah.
The end.
Oh my! At the end, I don't know what the fuck was up with that. That was
Says she had too much to drink.
That was so random. I was like, yo, why are you trying to fight Smiley? Like, and Smiley was laughing. Smiley wasn't even trying to fight. Like, she's just like, girl, like, come on now. And then she's getting mad. Like, oh, you like fighting little bitches, so now I want to fight.
Bro,
Girl,
go
give it
home.
up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
But yeah, what were you saying before that?
Yeah, I was talking about Sky.
Sky, and then she did that weird shit in the bus.
Mm-hmm. Did she pee in the bus?
Where she peed? She peed in a cup.
She peed in a cup
in front of everybody.
She didn't even take her underwear off. Or did she have a leotard on and that's why she didn't take it off?
I don't fucking know.
She didn't take
That's
nothing
disgusting.
Off. Yo,
Rolly. And then Rolly fucking talking about how the cup was in the cup holders and all that shit. I'm like, ew, God. That is fucking disgusting.
Rolly was like, yeah, it's gonna be her last time riding with us. Good. Yeah, I was like, you were so happy to be initiated, and that's the first thing you do. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I don't know. Sky, I fuck with you. But it was given a little fake, and it was given a little weird. Like, why are you so happy to be initiated in House A? Like, come on now.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really fuck with Sky like that.
I feel like I wanted to see more from her, but not for nothing. I'm kind of glad that she kind of stayed in her mature energy. Because I feel like if we saw more from her, I feel like she would have ended up probably being a bully.
I mean, that's why she was so happy to be in House A.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like she just tolerated House B. Mm-hmm. Then the inner mean girl in her was finally like, you know, when she's in House A,
even when she was like almost popping off on Biggie, when it had nothing to really do with her. Right. When Biggie was the one that was actually the victim. Exactly. I just didn't like that. And that's when I was like, okay, this is giving you would definitely be a bully bitch. Like, I'm happy you stayed in your little soft girl era, your little mature, whatever.
But yeah, but not on Baddies. Like, I feel like
I agree, not on
every
Baddies.
time this is not to try to be disrespectful, but the only thing that's really that Sky offers is a pretty confessional, because even the thing she offers when she says something, it's like, yeah, we're happy. I'm just kumbayaing. I'm just here.
Like, I'm just here for the vibe.
Everything was like, and it's like not even that funny. It's just like fucking boring. Like, we know you're in your utmost self. So why are you here? Like, go to church. Go do I don't know. Get off of Baddies. Get off. I feel like I like Camilla more than her as a reformed bad girl. Like, this is how I feel. Like, Camilla at least is like fucking. I don't know.
They both on the same level to me, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
but like, if I had to choose, I'd choose Camilla.
Okay.
If I had to choose, because I agree, they're definitely both a waste of fucking space. But if I had to choose, at least Camilla's after, or, you know, on the tweets and stuff like that, you know, at least
she
trying
doing
to get,
something.
she's
She
doing
doing
right.
Like,
Sky ain't even around. Like, she's just
she
pretty.
Be so hyped to be in House A, like.
And then look, that weird ass trash shit about peeing in a cup and then leaving it in a cup.
I know. I don't know. I mean, listen, we all have our moments, but
that's true.
She couldn't wait till she got to the club. She couldn't wait to do it outside. I don't know. You couldn't tell her to pull over. Let me pee real quick. I don't know.
That part.
Like, something.
That would have been the one.
Something like,
or at least let me pull over to throw out the cup. The piss.
Something. I don't fucking know what happened.
But yeah, no, I don't like Sky.
Okay, so moving on. I feel like we talked a lot. Okay, because we had a lot to cover. Moving on, you know, Natalie surprises the girls with a dinner. And this is the most recent episode. Yeah. So tap in. They have the dinner. The girls are kumbayaing. You know, Suki shows up late. But, you know, they eating some good food. Nothing broke out yet. Nothing was weird. Then Suki shows up. then it's a weird energy. She had posted on Instagram saying that at this point she thinks Smiley, hi, my name is T, Anna Mac, and Mariah should go home. Right? Okay. Valid. Okay. So the girls didn't like that. Smiley thought it was weird because we just had a heart to heart. Mariah thought it was weird because she thought they were cool after, the whole chain situation. I don't know. Whatever. And then T just didn't give a fuck. She was just like, I don't know why my name was brought up, but I don't even care at this point. I'm just here.
Yeah.
And Anna was like, I don't know. Why is she talking about me? Da, 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 da. But even it's interesting when Anna approached or even said something to Suki after, of course, Natalie calls it to attention.
Yo, she don't care.
She don't. And Natalie brings it to attention and asks Suki, like, hey, like, what was da, 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 da? What's up with that post? Suki's like, I'm trying to eat. I'm not trying to do this at the dinner table, but whatever, since you want to bring this up. Anna, she addresses Smiley, talking about how you really didn't stand on anything. You letting these bitches bully you. That's weird. You should go. You don't need to be here. Anna's like confused. Why me? Da, 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 da. And then what did Suki say to Anna?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember either. Something with Scotty. But she said the same shit, how you don't really stand on shit and you're flip-floppy and it's weird. Mm-hmm. And it's like you keep saying, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't remember what the fuck Suki said about Anna. I wish I could. But it was just weird because you see the energy that Anna had with addressing Suki. She would never have that same energy with DJ Sky or Scotty.
Or Biggie.
Exactly, because
she respects Suki.
But also, she is terrified.
Right.
Like, let's be real. Like, she don't really know Suki. Suki be turning up. So it's like, she's a little nervous. There's a little nervousness there, and that's fine. But whatever. Then she didn't even address. Hi, my name's T. T didn't even ask. She didn't even care. Yeah. And then she addressed Mariah because she felt like that whole situation with the chain. And then she felt like, again, the whole eviction notices was just lame as fuck. It was childish as fuck. And she addressed that. And then after that, when she called Biggie the star of the show, all hell broke loose.
Bro, what it felt like.
That's what it felt like. As soon as she said Biggie's the star, because she was getting through every person one by one saying what the issue was, right? But as soon as she called Biggie the star, I swear, Rolly got so mad.
E.T. got her.
E.T. got mad, wanted to pick a fight again. Natalie over there talking about, oh, you don't know everything, though. You don't know everything, though. And I'm just like, okay, well, Suki's been here long enough to see what the fuck is going on. Y'all are weird. Mm-hmm. And she's seeing that firsthand. Y'all are fucking weird.
And she's calling you out on it.
Exactly. And then Rolly getting so mad about it. So mad. Trying to like...
Just as mad as they got with DJ Sky. It's almost like whenever another girl gets any type of recognition on the show, it's like, oh my God, no.
Yeah.
And it shows the hater energy. That's why you're not the favorite. That's why no one fucks with you. Right. And that's why, we see it for what it is.
Right.
Crazy. They were so mad.
They were so mad.
Biggie would do like, oh, I'm just sitting here.
Right. Did nothing. And then, of course, Scarface want to walk over. Biggie pick up the chair. I was weak with Biggie. I was so weak when Biggie picked up the chair. I was like, yo, this is wild. No, for real, though. Because, like, what do you think this is?
Right. Bitch want to fucking pick on you because she knows that, you can't fight like that. So fuck that. There's no rules. And that's what Tzatziki said. Ain't no rules in fighting, bitch. We fighting.
She said I would have flipped the whole fucking table over. And it just got so out of hand to the point where randomly, again, like we said earlier, Anna Mac wanted to fight Smiley. Why? Mm-hmm. Why? Just go in the van and go home. Go on the Sprinter and go back to the fucking house. Like, this is so fucking weird. Like, why?
Yo, see Natalie get mad hype. There's another fight. They're fighting.
Yeah, like she
like
got
a little kid.
So hyped. They're fighting in there. They're fighting. I was like, oh my God, girl. Yes, they're fighting. It's Baddies East. This is your show, right? Oh my God. And then you know what's crazy? Again, the same energy that we see with Anna, just Chihuahua energy. She kept barking, but did not go up to Smiley until Tzatziki says something.
Someone, yo, Tzatziki got tight.
She did, because she's like, I want to go see my man. Hurry the fuck up. Get this shit over with. Yo. Only time until Tzatziki says something is when Anna even moved forward. But even when she moved forward, she still didn't do anything. You went up to not even hit her. Like, you just... walked up to her and you were still yelling, and then Smiley was just like, girl, relax, nobody trying to fight you. Then y'all was doing this weird thing. I don't fucking know. I'm just like, pack it the fuck up. This is so, like, so dumb.
I agree with Suki that Mariah definitely, she annoying me. She annoys me, but I can see why she says Anna Mac. Hi, my name's T.
I can see why too, because at this point with T, like, you're not really, like, yes, you got your own thing going, but it's like, you're not really doing nothing now. After that whole situation that happened with Scarface, it's like, that's it. You're not in the house. You're not there. You just show up to the clubs. I mean, at this point, you're just like a background character. That's what it's giving. And then can we talk about, and this is what I forgot to talk about, amidst the eviction notices on that episode, T and Rolly just chatting.
Yeah.
Rolly chopping it up, telling her what happened while she was gone, and T's like eating it up, and it kind of just, okay.
It pissed me off a little.
Let's talk about this.
It's a little disappointing.
Let's talk about this. At the end of the day, T has the personality of, I'm a baddie, I'm gonna get my money. We could fight and then we could make up. It's no issue to me. You know, I don't have a problem with you. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck. I feel like that's her energy. However, for me, it was just kind of like, all right, Rolly should have been an op, especially how she did you. Rolly did you dirty. Did you dirty and said all that shit about pretty and fuckable and all this extra shit. She had no reason to even come at you, and it was just so unnecessary. From then, you're an op. There is no nothing. There is no, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to get tea from you. I don't need to get nothing. Okay, if we're in the same vicinity, okay, but I don't need to fucking talk to you. So I get it. T's coming from, oh, I just want to make my money. However, and then the way she was just having conversation about domestic violence, it just felt like she ate up a story without even being there.
Agreed.
She wasn't there. She didn't know what happened. And it just felt like she already picked a side in that conversation. And I kind of didn't like that.
Me neither. Especially because she was victim of the same people she talking to on the table. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's one thing, look.
Because they made up shit about you.
I'm big on, you know, I could sit there and we can fight, and I can understand that business, putting business before anything, right? So like I can even see her talking to Rolly, but leaving her is another story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she like talking to her
eating it up is what bothered me.
Right.
I was like,
talking
girl.
to her, that's fine. You could be fake, talk shit in the confessional, but the fact that you really believed what she told you after experiencing what they did to you and how they treated you, it was a little annoying and kind of disappointing because you were doing so well at like really being aware of everything up until that point. You lost me. I was like, oh, come on. Like, really? Rolly? You gonna believe Rolly?
And not for nothing, like, you know, and this is not to be disrespectful or anything, but this is just this is let's start over. Tongue twister. This is not to be disrespectful. This is simply an analysis that I had made. You know, T sat there and said that, you know, she's against domestic violence, but knowing the situation that happened with Megan and Tory Lanez, you were quick to say, well, he didn't do nothing to me, so that's still my friend.
Yes.
And it's just like, you know,
Great
if you're
point.
someone that is very passionate about domestic violence, even if that's your friend, you would still look at him differently, knowing that he shot a whole other woman. You know, and it's just like, okay,
100%.
like, you know, it's just not making any sense to me. But go off, I guess. You a baddie, you get money, your body tea. But I mean, that is just one thing that I noticed where I was like, okay, there's a little bit of contradiction there, but I guess.
Yeah, no, good. That's a very good analysis. Very good. That's very true.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
There's like a lot of people say they stand for something until it comes to them and their personal experiences. Then all of a sudden things start switching up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is with the female empowerment shit. Bitches don't really stand for that.
Yeah, look how they hate on DJ Sky. Look how they hate on Biggie.
Right. But then they want to sit there and say, "Oh, we need to come together as women
and
make money as women and get to the bag and turn up." And I'm like, come on, it's baddies. Y'all don't fuck with each other. Be fucking for real. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're up to date with all of these Baddies East episodes, and now the next few episodes that are gonna come up is when they are in Jamaica. So I am excited to see what goes down, and I just don't get it. I don't know.
Mhm.
Natalie, Scotty seem to be fighting. Rolly, Mariah get into an argument. Rolly, Suki.
I'm ready to see Rolly and Suki fight.
I know everybody's ready to see that fight.
I'm ready.
Everybody's ready to
Someone
see that
else
fight.
stand up to that bitch.
Sapphire and Mariah, like it's just so crazy. Like I don't know what's going on, but we are back after so long. After our little long ass break, we are back, bitch, with a fucking banger. With a banger.
Yeah, we hope you guys like enjoyed. We hope you actually stood to the end.
Yes,
It'd
if
be
you
really
stood
nice.
this long.
Shout out to y'all.
Right.
Appreciate you. Appreciate all the new subscribers coming in.
And you already know, like, you know, we did get a chance to catch Biggie outside and interview with her, and that's posted up on our Instagram at the Petty headquarters. So that was pretty cool.
That was really nice.
And we're probably going to be doing an episode about her event.
Definitely.
Because her event was honestly, in our opinion, the most lit Baddies East related event, period.
100%.
Period.
There's a lot to say about that event, you know, even to like the terms of how we got there. And,
right.
Like, I was sick as shit.
Yeah.
And like she showed love to the Petty headquarters. Just again, very telling of who she is as a person. And you know, it's interesting when you guys, like, if you really do have a chance to see them, if they're ever in tour in your area, I really do suggest like going out and checking it out for yourself, because like you really see the personalities, who they are, and no cameras can really hide that. Like, you know, you see one thing online, but then, like I said, when we saw DJ Sky, immediately knew she was nothing for what the internet made her seem to be.
Right.
And the same thing with Biggie. Like, you know, the whole time seeing her, I'm like, yo, she's mad cool, down to earth. And then seeing her, you know, what she did for us, you know, on our platform is very telling, again, who she is as a person, you know, so really cool.
Oh, you're so sweet. But yes, so with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. We are back in this bitch.
Yes.
And so where can they find you, Jessie?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You can find me on Instagram at randommania1. You can find us on YouTube at Petty Sim Productions. If you want to find us on Instagram, it's at the Petty headquarters. And if you want to check out my funny Sim Talks, TikToks, it's at Petty Sim Productions. We release episodes every Tuesday at 4 p.m., okay? We are on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of the fucking podcast platforms, okay? So, yes.
Don't forget to like this episode if you're excited to see us back here. Comment your opinions on everything we've said so far.
Yeah, we love to see your comments.
Love the comments.
We love the love.
Yes, love the love for real. But yeah, and share it to someone. Any of those things help.
Right,
help.
For sure. So with that being said, this was your weekly dose of extra dazzle.